Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video. This time it's a do-it-yourself video. It's something I was planning on doing, and I was already prepping for a trip that I'm going out on in 3 days. And I thought, why not show you the ideas that I have and the items I'm going to modify or have modified. I'm going to show you some that already done, and give you some ideas on what you could do on your own projects. So the first thing is I got some snowshoes that you have seen in my videos. They're really old ones. They are maybe not old, but this is paint that I painted with military weapon spray paint, and that's why it looks like this. Doesn't matter so much. The problem with these snowshoes, this is the Swedish surplus snowshoes. The problem with those are they are slippery when you're walking on really hard snow or ice, and I want to get some better grip if I'm ascending, for example, so I don't fall, for example. It's a ski trip, but I'm always bringing these because sometimes I need them to prepare the tent area. So I had some ideas. I was looking for many tools. I knew that I wanted some metal grip under, and I have seen that it's not my own invention. So I was looking a long time for something to use that was cheap, because I want to do my projects really cheap. And I found these. And these, now I don't have the package, but these are tool hangers. So you screw them on a plate on the wall, and then you can put your, or actually this way, then you can put your tools inside of these hangs. And I thought, well, I need to cut them. As you can see, I have painted with a marker a few places where I'm going to cut, and the result, because I have made one of these, is looking like this. I'm not sure if you see that. And that will be mounted like a triangle. So one on this side and one on the other side, exactly the same. This, so it's a triangle, which will stop the snow inside of this place, and hopefully will help me get a better grip. As you can see, there's a big difference between the original and the new cut. These are cut, and this is the original. So that is what I'm doing for my snowshoes. I'm going to make, these were really cheap here in a hardware store, Biltema in Sweden. I bought them for $2 or €2, around €2. So really cheap solution. It's a metal plate. I think it's iron, but I'm not sure. And but it was possible to cut it with this metal scissor, or whatever you call it in English. So I'm going to do that with the rest of them, and then I'm going to use this tool. And to be honest, I'm not sure what you call it. It's like a pin or something metal that you. So I'm going to drill a hole inside the snowshoes Then I'm going to install these on each side, and that will with this tool and these pins. I might write it down what this is called in English. So that is a simple solution. It will take me a few hours tonight, and probably it's going to be done, and maybe I can show a picture, or else you will see it on my Instagram. That will help my snowshoes problem, and I had problems with them when it was a bit harder snow, so it got really slippery. I forgot one thing. To connect this metal here on the upper side of these, I'm cutting a part of this steel. I don't know what you call it. It's for building, making parts together. I have cut it with this scissor, iron scissor, the metal scissor that I had, and I'm going to install it just over, and like this, connect it really hard with these pins that you saw, and then I have something to connect the metal on the upper side. So with the tool that I showed you, this one. So that will work really well, I think. You will see that in the next video. This is now the result. As you can see, I have shortened every of them, and I ribbon this one on the upper side against this metal strip, and then on the back side, as you can see, I have used screws with some lock nuts here. Now I have cut the bigger screws so that they are not sticking out so much. So this is the result, and these will work pretty well. Already tested them. Last time I had already modified this, so I'm going to show you another project that I had. I have made my own harness earlier, as you might have seen, and I had a weight belt, heavy weight belt that I was using. I modified it, I cut it, I have sewed on this belt so that I can drag it from both sides. But I needed something to help me drag the weight of the pulk with my shoulders. So I was looking for some cheap solution, of course. This was the cheapest I could find. That is these belts, you buy them alone, and these buckles. And I bought them and I installed them this way so that I can open up in the middle, put them over my shoulders, close it, and then also close this belt around my hip. And that worked really well. In the last video you might have seen it short. It closed this way. You see used a lot of buckles and some other parts that you can buy really cheap. These ones I bought on Vaurustelekka in Finland on their web shop. I think it cost me maybe 20 euro, maybe 25 euro, just to modify the harness part on the belt. The belt was something I got a few years ago, I think my father or something. So this didn't cost, of course. But you can also buy the belts from different other military surplus stores or something. It might not be like the one I have, but there are cheap ones also. So you can get a harness that works really well to drag a pulk for 40 euro maybe, or cheaper if you buy them secondhand. I'm always looking for secondhand or sales, so almost everything that I have is on really cheap bargains. So that was my snowshoes and my harness. And I have also modified, I did that earlier, I had it, I think it was last year. I had these snowshoes, or whatever you call it, that you put on yourself. You can have them with your shoes inside, or you just take off and maybe use some down socks or whatever you're using to have warm feet, and then you put it inside of these. This one I'm going to wax this time because it might be a bit warmer temperature than I was planning for, and I don't want the snow to melt over everything, so I'm going to wax it at least a bit from below. And these ones I bought on sales. I think I paid 15 euro. They cost a lot more, maybe double or maybe third the price that I paid. Paid like 15, yeah. It's Hellsport, a Norwegian brand. Really good. What they do, you close them on these 3 parts up to your up on your legs, and that will make air of warmth from your own body, and it works really well. I got the idea from another YouTuber a long time ago, and that's why I bought them on sales really cheap from XXL here in Sweden. It was Erik Nordmark that I got the idea from, and now many are using them. So I've had him for a long time. Yeah, the thing I modified is I thought I took sleeping pad. These are not very thick, as you can see, but you can put even thicker if you have some old sleeping pad. This was something from Decathlon or something. I cut them after the foot size, and that isolates the coldness from the ground when you're walking. I have not had any problems. I'm using only a really heavy wool sock. It's like 3 millimeters. Actually, inner shoe for really big boots, but I'm using that in these, and they are keeping me warm. And that is very comfy if you have gone with or hiked or skied with your boots. Then you want to take them off because your feet are swelling a bit, of course, and yeah, it helps to have some bigger area around the feet, more healthy. Some other material that I'm using is for making cozies. These are for my Nalgene bottles. This was the first one, so it's a bit shorter, and I learned from that, and when I wanted to make a new one, then I made it a bit longer. That keeps it much better so it doesn't fall off. And this material is really cheap. You might be able to, where you live or on Amazon or whatever, you might be able to buy it with double layered metal or for this aluminium folio. And I didn't have that. I'm going to show you what I used. It was this material. You buy them to have on your car window. And this is one layered. There are 2 layers where the aluminium is on both sides. This costs, I think, €3 maybe, and I can make, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe more cozies for bottles. I would probably be able to make even more than that. What I have done is I have double layered it. You can see it inside here. And I did that because I noticed that when it got really cold, like 10 degrees or something, it just was about to freeze. So I double layered it, and I'm using, let me see, I don't think I have it here, but it's aluminium tape. You could use Gorilla tape or whatever, but I'm using aluminium. So, and how you do it is you take apart the height of the bottle or the some other part that you want to isolate with this. If it's a can or something, then you can take the height of that you want to isolate, and then you take as much as you can have to make it around like this. That's why it's cut here. So I fold it around and cut the part, the overlaying part, as so it shouldn't be too tight. So then you would have problem probably to take it out and down. And this is really soft, so it's a struggle. So you just give it a few, maybe millimeters or something, enough to make it possible to take it out very easy. Then you take that. Then afterwards, you have a hole here, of course. Then you take another part. You take that below, and you make a circle around with a pen, marker or whatever. And then you just tape parts so that you, at the end, have secured all every hole so that it's totally tight here. And that part below, I also double layered it, so it's really isolated. And then you do the same with this, but then you have to put the bottle and the part you want, the height you want on the lid, you need to cut that part, then fold it and make the same you make it the same as you did with the lower part, but this one should be a bit bigger so that you can fold it over. And this works really well. I haven't tested it in really cold conditions. I have had it in, I think, 15 degrees Celsius below zero, and that worked. For how long, I'm not sure, but it worked for me at least the night that I had. So that's one good do-it-yourself project. If you want some ideas, I have used that for pots also. Then it's you get it a bigger part, but I mean this material doesn't cost much. So and if you can find the double folded somewhere cheap, then it's even easier because then you don't have to fold the part. So just an idea for stuff to make. If you have seen this, this is a short do-it-yourself. I'm not showing everything that I make at the moment. I might do so in the future. I try to explain how I make the things, and hopefully you will understand. There are guides, other videos that can show you really exactly how to do these. Just look at and search for coses, aluminium coses or butter coses or whatever. Then you will find probably better guides. I'm just giving you some of the ideas that I'm having. And I'm actually going to use that material to make a cozy for my dried freezed food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double fold. And I'm going to make like a, so that I close it. The size would be the same. It I am going to close these parts, these 3 parts, and this is opened. And then a small lid part so that I can fold it. And together with that, I'm going to use these to be able to close the lid. That is, I don't know what you call this in English. So I write it somewhere. And these are with glue or tape, like tape per each side. So I'm going to tape that, and that I will show you in some other video. Yeah. So that was actually just a few of the do-it-yourself projects I have made. I have another one I'm going to show you. And that is a new stove. Or actually it's an old stove. I'm just making another solution for it. And that's a toolbox that you can buy. I bought these for 20 euro, maybe. Yeah, or less, I'm not sure. And inside of this, I hope that you can see that on the video, you can open it. And inside of that I have my multi-fuel stove with a bottle and a pump. And I haven't installed it static, so it's not glued or screwed inside. I can still take it out of this toolbox, but in the future I might make some other solution. As you can see, I have used the aluminium tape on this board that I have screwed the multi-fuel, and with some belts I can connect a pump and a bottle. And I will use that, I think, this time, the first time. I have tested it and it works really well, but I'm going to test it out in the mountains in Norway. So I hope that it works. Hopefully it won't give me any issues. That is one other project, and I might change this in the future depending on how it works when I'm out in the mountains and what kind of issues I learn from testing it. So it's an ongoing process. And this is the result. I have these 4 screws that I can take off, just like that, screw them off, and then I'll take out the whole plate if I don't want to use the box. So now the stove is screwed on this box, or this plate, and it's mounted with these 4 screws in this box. metal box. So to start everything, I open up and then I just pump the bottle a few times. Open up the pump, and then in the beginning, now it's pretty warm already because I have tested it, but I want to show you also. So I open up the stove so that white gas comes out in fluid. Now it smells a bit, so I'm going to put the ventilation here. I'm making this test inside just for you guys. And when that's done, I can ignite the stove like that. So just let it burn a bit. And when it's hot enough, it will come out as gas. And then when you don't see as much yellow fire, that's when it's hot enough to it's a bit different inside here than out. And what I have done is that I have cleaned everything, all the pipes and everything. So now it burns. You put your stove, boil your water or snow or whatever. And that is how it works. I'm going to close this now. Just let everything inside here burn out. That burns out. This is only the gas that comes out from this system. The rest of it. So it's not coming out from bottle anymore. Yeah. So this is the rest. Now it burns out and I just closed. So that is how it is set up now. I think I will use the lid as a wind protection also, so I need to connect something to lock the lid so it doesn't fall over when it's burning. That would not be so good. So that's the last thing. So that is a box, and what I think it's good with this is that works really well because I can put other stuff up on the stove setup or stove package that I'm having here. This is aluminium, so it doesn't buckle, or even if it buckles it doesn't matter because it doesn't hurt my stove. Doesn't hit the stove in some way with, I don't know, ice fishing rods or heavy bags or whatever. So this is a good solution, and it's really good when you want to put it away also. So actually have one more thing I saw. I had a problem when it was really cold with the wind. We were out ice fishing one time and it hit me. I had like frozen skin, a bit like irritated and eczema or eczema, I don't know what you call it, like the frost had bite on nose, and I had issues with the nose tip afterwards and the chins. So I made this one. It's a face mask. You can buy these. Probably, I think there are some good companies that make really good ones. But I made my own. Really simple. What I did is I found a really cheap fake leather, synthetic leather, I think it's. And I took a part of fleece that I had from other textile. So I have some fleece inside that I glued on this. I made this form so that I will be able to use ski glasses, goggles, ski goggles. And the way I put this is over the nose, around my ears, and then I can just, and it doesn't irritate my breathing because it's formed a bit. I have formed it with some warmth with a hair dryer actually. And the fleece is really soft against my skin. It still leave a bit of possibility to breathe freely here, but it helps me from protect my cheeks from the wind, and I can still use the sunglasses or ski goggles or ski glasses, and this way it doesn't irritate any, and it really, I think it will work really well in some stormy situations. So it didn't cost much. I had some textile part from an old fleece, so I cut that. You might use something else for your own projects, and you could probably use whatever for this. I used some fake leather that I bought. I think it cost me maybe 10 or something, with the bungee cord and this lock that you push together. It might cost around 100 crowns, so it's yeah, 10 euro I think. So if you buy it from some shop on the internet, it costs more. So, and it's nice to make your own stuff. It's fun to make small projects, and if they work, it's satisfying. So I really like to make stuff myself. As I said, I'm heading on a trip. I'm going to ski in Norway, in Femonsmarka. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The Norwegians might be angry at me. But yeah, I'm going there for 2 nights, 3 days. I'm going to ski. Hopefully I will get to the destination I want to get to. It's a lake. So if that works and everything work as it should, then I might also fish there, ice fish. So it's a bit different trip than my other trips. I hope that it's good weather. It seems that it's going to be a bit warmer now. So yeah, we'll see. It's in the mountains, so you never know what kind of temperature you having. Thanks for watching until now, and thanks for subscribing if you do that, and if you like the content. I hope I might have given you some ideas on material and ideas on your own projects. We might see something that works for you, and maybe in some other building projects. So yeah, have a nice day and a nice week, a nice month, and see you later on the next adventure. Bye bye.